y'all.
Hey everybody, I'm Randall.
I'm Michelle.
We are on our way to the TearJerkers gathering at Shiveree, which is
we're gonna shiver.
It's in January. This was going to be a cold one. We knew it was going to be a cold one, and we didn't know it was going to be this cold. So stay tuned, and we're going to tell you how cold it is. All right, we have packed up our camper. I got off work at my usual time. Michelle had everything packed and ready to go. We're jumping on the road. Our spot's not going to be available till tomorrow, but it's going to be a little over an 8 to 9 hour trip for us, all the way up to Blacksburg, South Carolina. So that's about a 500-mile drive for us. It's a nice long way, and we wanted to get a jump on it. So we decided that if we packed our food, we took our showers, we could get on the road and drive and get on the other side of Atlanta outside of all the crazy traffic in the morning, and we'll just pull off somewhere and we'll spend the night in the camper because it's going to be nice and cool here. Now when we get to the campgrounds, we're going to set up, but the scheduled forecast is to be raining, but it's going to be about 45 to 50 degrees noonish time. So hopefully we'll have everything set up before it starts dropping in temperature. But the next day, on Friday, it's supposed to drop off about 2 o'clock all the way down to 20 degrees, and we're forecasted for up to 2 inches of snow. Man, we are excited about this trip. We got big stuff planned as far as things we're going to do in the camper, meals we're going to cook. We have scheduled for a potluck. We're going to be meeting our friends.
We got a new kitchen that we bought that we get to set up.
A little fold-out kitchen that's going to go separate outside the camper.
Yep. And then we got a fireplace that we bought. 30,000
BTU propane heater.
He's got his flashers on. I'm not sure why he's got his flashers on.
A 30,000 BTU propane heater, and that should heat up a tent pretty well. But we're scheduled to have some potluck dinners with the group there. But we have noticed that a lot of the members are canceling because of the weather. And that I'm just really looking forward to it.
We are not canceling.
We're going. Yep. We're on our way. No turning back now.
Yep.
All right, guys. We'll pick up a little bit later.
Okay. This is where we spent the night last night. Yep. We stayed right here. At a Pilot gas station. This is us and our rig. Alright, on to the campsite. Slept right here.
All right. We went to South Carolina. It was cold,
Yes.
but we had a blast. We didn't get out and mingle with the group as much as we typically do. The first night when got there and we were setting up, and right after we got through setting up, it started raining a little bit.
Cold, freezing rain.
Yeah, it was just above freezing, so it was rain. It wasn't snow. And the group went ahead and had the gathering, the evening gathering that was planned. And we looked out across the campgrounds. We didn't know where it was at. And that's because Eric had a big tent, like a 10 by 20 tent. And he had his propane heater going in there, and everybody was in there just kind of hanging out.
So we couldn't see anybody.
So we went ahead and got our showers. And when we come out, then we heard them over in the tent having it.
Ooh, they were partying down.
They were having
over
a good
there.
time. And evidently we missed a good time. I think they hung out for quite a while that
they
night.
were hung over the next day.
Not that we're looking forward to any of that, but
Right.
it seems like they really had a good time hanging out with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next day, even though it was cold, we did get out and we did mingle. And all the following evenings after that, we had some really good meals that were planned and put together.
Randall got to meet a squirrel up close and got to take a selfie with a squirrel.
I don't know that I've ever been so close to a wild squirrel like that. And I had a squirrel whenever I was a kid that I had caught and put into a cage, and I would climb into the cage as a young kid with the squirrel, and the squirrel would run up my pants leg and all over the place.
That's funny.
And I had a chipmunk in there with the squirrel, and they became buddies. But I would get up in there with them, and that was a lot of fun. Anyway, the showers. How about the showers there?
Yeah. I'll show some footage right here. The bathrooms, the men and the women's, were basically the same, but it was beautiful. The tile floors and the showers, they had pebbles, like
Yeah, they had
stones
down
on
the floor.
the bottom of the floor, and everything was super nice. It was heated, so when you walked in, it was nice and warm, even though it was cold outside. And the toilets were clean. Everything was clean and spotless. There was always toilet paper. So it was nice.
Yeah, and the camp host came in whenever I was in the bathroom, and I told him, good job keeping that place up, and it was really nice. We appreciate everything that they were doing while we were there. The campground was pretty empty. There were only just us campers there, really.
Yeah.
Nobody else was there. We had the whole entire campground to ourselves.
It was a beautiful drive coming in. I know we showed that footage, and it was just beautiful, so peaceful with all the snow on the ground, and it was really pretty. And like Randall said, there wasn't anybody there. It was just maybe 4 or 5 out of the group that we were in. But other than that, we got to make some new friends, and we look forward, to the next gathering. But the main thing is we got the camper in the snow. So,
it did really well. We did not have to run the heater to keep the camper warm.
During the day we did, because we were in and out.
Yeah.
And our bodies weren't in here.
And we were
keeping it warm.
cold.
So during the day we ran the heater. But yeah, while we were in here,
We had to crack this fan just a little bit to get fresh air in.
it was actually hot.
And then I would crack this window over here on the door just a little bit, and we would get a little bit of a draft
Yeah.
to move the
and
air
it was
through.
20 degrees outside.
Oh, but get this. The night that it snowed, I had this thing open a little bit. And then we had the outside tent sitting on the roof right here. And so when snow built up on the tent, it slid off the tent and down onto here. And then while we were sleeping, we got snow right down on top of me in the middle of the night. It was probably 2 o'clock in the morning. All of a sudden I got covered in snow. And then I had to reach up and close it. And then it just started.
Just a drop.
It wasn't just you don't know. Because it landed on me. But then it started to melt and then drop after
It was
that.
dripping after that. And it was just the snow. It wasn't that this was leaking. It's just that we had left it open.
And the snow got around
Snow got in
the
there.
inside of the fan here. But other than that, it wasn't bad. It was a real fun event. We had a lot of really good times with the people we were with. And I would definitely do Shiveree again.
Yeah.
and I hope for just the same weather. We really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we
I
enjoyed
think we would rather be a little bit better prepared by having a
Right.
better tent to hold heat in. We had a 30,000 BTU propane tent or propane heater, and then Michelle hung our little shower curtains around, and it kind of held some of that heat in, and it was okay.
We
You
looked
could,
like the Arabian Nights with all the different pieced of fabrics and curtains hanging and stuff. So it was funny.
yeah, but it was a good time overall, and I think we saw some areas that we could improve in on our camping equipment, and so we're looking at upgrading to a bigger tent, maybe one of those 10 by 20s. So stay tuned, guys. You might see what we finally decide to upgrade to. We haven't really decided yet, but we got our eyes on something.
No, we've decided. We just haven't purchased it yet.
But you got to stay tuned to the future videos to see what we
Yeah.
end up getting.
So you can see what it is.
And it's not a clamshell. As
No.
much as well built as those clamshells are, I would love to have it. It's not going to fit what we were wanting it to do.
Yeah, I just want something different than that. So
Yeah. Something that we
we
get.
should have it for the
The
our
DIY,
Schaefer herd.
the DIY
Yeah, the DIY.
teardrop community campers community.
We should have it for that camp out.
Yeah. So if you want to hit one of these events with us, go on Facebook to the DIY Teardrop Community Campers. I think that's it. I hope Jay Poor isn't watching this. He gets on to me if I get the title right of this group. Jay Poor is the host of the group. He's a really good guy. And
Yeah.
we're hosting an event along with Rue and Yummy, his wife, at our Schaefer Herd March 6th. We're going to also be in Kentucky with the same group in
Stearns,
June.
Kentucky, June 6th through the 12th, I think, something like that.
And then we'll also got, later on, we'll be back with the TearJerkers, and we'll be doing some camping with them also. But those are our two main groups we like camping with. And two different groups of people, and we had a blast with both groups.
Right, two totally different groups of people.
Yeah,
So
two
funny.
different experiences.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Yep.
Both just equally as fun, but just different. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we had a blast on this trip, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share out on your social media if you enjoyed this video.
Yes.
We thank you for watching. Nailed it!